What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Drew Tube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need every chosen vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and I need all the new subscribers to hit that subscribe, all the new viewers to hit that subscribe button. All right, y'all not gonna want to miss this. You guessed it, we back at you again with another Drew Tube special. Let's get it in. All right, narcissists don't deserve respect because they take it for granted and disrespect your boundaries. Let's talk about it. All right, narcissists will disrespect your boundaries and they think it's cool. They think it's okay to treat other people outside of the golden rule. All right. The golden rule is to treat people how you want to be treated. They don't operate with that. They don't believe in the golden rule. They don't treat people how they want to be treated because they're so awful to themselves and they're so negative and critical to themselves that they have to treat everybody else the same way they treat themselves. So take that into consideration. But unfortunately, because of so many times of them being hard on themselves, them being bad to themselves, it's nothing that you should take personal, even though it ain't right. It's nothing that you should take personal because it's just who they are. And even though they may be out to get you, even though it's not right, it's towards you, it's wrong, but just for you, for the sake of healing purposes, for the sake of getting your mind right, for the sake of not caring, not giving up, all right, don't take it personal. All right, it's a hurt individual. All right, they're hurt, childlike minded adults. All right, they have the maturity of a child when it comes to how they deal with other people that they don't like, that make them feel insecure, that make all those negative feelings that they try to sweep under the rug bubble to the surface. So when you make somebody's negative attributes that they feel about themselves, that they try to hide, that they try to disguise, when you're able to easily detect those and you make them feel uh, those ways about themselves just by merely being around them, and they take that out on you by disrespecting your boundaries, they don't deserve your respect. So when you have boundaries as far as you don't want somebody talking to you a certain way, you don't want people disrespecting certain things that you do. You know, your time is very valuable to you. People disrespect your time. Some people will be rude. Some people will disrespect your time. Some people will waste your time. Some people will disrespect your space. Like they know you might be a person that likes space. They might get all up in your personal space in a place where you can't really do anything about it besides telling them to like get out your space. But if they're the type of person that will try to, like a narcissist, right? If they're the type of person that don't respect your boundaries, so you don't get into anything, it's best to just evade the situation and separate yourself from that person. Because if it's in a situation to where you can't handle it like you would want to, especially if you're a person that is just coming up on how to handle things and on how to deal with things correctly. If you know you have a little bit of attitude for jerks, as you should, all right, but really as you shouldn't, because you shouldn't. It's not beneficial for you to have an attitude towards these people. It's a time and a place for it. Trust and believe that. But when it's not the time or that place, you're gonna want to keep that attitude in the tuck, because you don't want to throw out a good opportunity. You don't want to throw away a good job or situation, or you don't want to ruin a good opportunity for you. Might be a place to eat, might be a place where you go hang out at, might be somebody you're doing business with. There are jealous people. All right, there are jealous people out there, and you have to not care about them as a fly individual. You have to focus on the fact that you're fly and they're only hating because they're only acting like that because they're hating and they're jealous. So when people want to hate, when people want to be jealous, when they don't want to respect your boundaries, they want to say certain things, they want to cross lines, they want to disrespect you publicly. All right, people don't deserve your respect, and they really honestly don't care about you, and they take you for granted too, because you have to think about it. If somebody will openly disrespect you in front of other people publicly, that person takes you for granted, and they have zero respect for you, and they have zero respect for your boundaries. So when people will openly and publicly embarrass you, not caring about what that does to you, those are some of the worst people you could place yourself around while you're trying to self-develop. Those are some of the wackest people you could be around while you're trying to become something. Those aren't the type of people that you want to be around while you're trying to be anything. And those aren't any type of people you want them to know you're doing anything. All right? People who will openly disrespect you publicly, you want to keep everything away from them, because they'll use anything they can find about you to embarrass you, to try to take a dump on you in front of people where you live, at your job. All right, they'll do it in public. Say you all go out to eat, they'll embarrass you in front of the people. Now the people around you know your business, the waiter know your business, and these people will just openly, publicly disrespect you, not care about what it does to you, and you have to sit there with that anger and that rage. So after so many times of questioning, is it you? Is it something that you did? Do you deserve this? After trying to sort through all the questions you asked yourself about why they're behaving like this, you realize that you don't have to put up with this, and that you don't have to respect this person. When people deserve, you have to give respect to get respect. But the thing is, a lot of times people want you to adhere to their how do you say this word? Grand It's a hard, tough word for Drew to. Grandiose view of themselves. All right. They live in a world of grandiosity. I got those two confused, but I used them right. All right. They live in a world of grandiosity, and they want you to adhere to their grandiose, or however you pronounce that word, idea of themselves. Grandiose. I'm pretty sure it's grandiose. Grandiose idea of themselves. So they want you to play up to their image, layman's terms, and the ones I should have been using, but I couldn't think of them at the time. All right, easy peasy. All right, easy is the best way. All right. So they don't want you to be aware of the games they're trying to play. All right? They want you to stay totally oblivious and just allow you to let them run all over you, trample all over you, disrespect you, and they just want you to sit there and take it and be okay with it. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to sit there and take that. You don't have to take that. They want you to. They feel you need to take that. All right, like take that. They want you to go get them some cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. All right, but they don't deserve that. They don't deserve cheesecake. All right, they don't deserve none of that. All right, so because they take you for granted, they disrespect you in public. They don't care about what that does to you. They don't care about how people look at you after that. They want to look better than you. That's the whole thing. They want to look better than you. They'll do anything to make themselves look better. It's all about being better than the person that makes them feel insecure, because they feel that this person is better than them, and they want you to help them live up to their fancy idea that they have about themselves. And if you don't help them live up to that idea about themselves, then what they're going to do is they're going to act indifferent towards you. they're not going to give you the respect that you deserve, because if you don't play up to the version of themselves that they're portraying, that they're acting out, they feel that you're disrespecting them. So if they feel, if this narcissist feels that they're the greatest thing and the most powerful thing and the most wonderful, amazing, whatever, if you don't play up to that, if you don't adhere to that, if you don't acknowledge them as that, then they're going to, you're making them feel some type of way. They take that as disrespect. They take that as hate. They take that as you thinking that you're better than them. So they have that, but it's a disorder. That's a part of the disorder. So you're dealing with someone that's not thinking properly, but they want everybody else to think that they're the one with the problem. That's the whole issue, that they have a very strong belief in themselves and a very strong confidence about this image and idea of who they are. So, and the thing is, that's why they have such a problem with you, because you're real, you see right through it, and you know it's not authentic. You know the person that they're pretending to be is not authentic. You know that's not really who they are, but they'll pretend to be that person. Makes them look good. People respect the act, because a lot of people are putting on acts as well. It's an act society. All right, it's a lot of, it's not bad, it's not negative about it. It's just they're real is rare, as the saying goes, and fake is everywhere. But don't focus on the fake, so you'll attract the rare, real individuals like yourself. And that's what these people do too. They unfortunately, early on, when you're first interacting with them, they potentially can leave you with resentment, in a state of resenting them because of how they acted, and that could make you suspicious of other people who may portray certain behaviors or do similar things. That could make you look at other people like that as well. So you really have to, is really something that you're really gonna have to work on yourself after dealing with narcissists, or having being around them for a prolonged period of time. You're really gonna have to work on yourself, how you view yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you treat yourself, because that's gonna help you treat other people a lot better. A lot of times they're like so critical of people and so judgmental that it does a number on the person that they're projecting those views on. So when people are constantly making you feel like you have to, like you're never doing good enough, you have to make sure that you tell you're doing good enough. You don't need anybody else to tell you that you're doing good enough. You make sure you tell those things to yourself. That's a self thing. So after narcissistic abuse or dealing with narcissists, you're gonna have to work on your mental health, your self image, your self identity, how you feel about who you are, because narcissists like to devalue people. They like to make people feel that they're less than what they are. So after dealing with a narcissist for a prolonged period of time, or being around them, or being related to them, you're going to have to work on your self identity, your self image. People may have tried to control you and turn you into them. So to live a full life, everybody deserves and has the right to be an individual. Some people may say they just want the best for you, but that's a manipulative tactic to control people. People will tell you that they want the best for you, but really they want the best for themselves in a version that they'll give to you in a form that won't let you express your creativity, won't let you be who you are, won't allow you to develop yourself as a person. And that self-development is crucial to a person's life and their identity, who they feel they should be, who they want to be. Everybody has the right to develop into the version of themselves that they choose to be. Everybody should be given that chance. It shouldn't be forced down your throat, or something that you're made to pick, or something that you really don't have a say in. But You do have a say in it. You have control over your life. You have power over every situation. All right, you're more powerful than any situation or any narcissist or any person. You have more power than you think. All you have to do now is, even though things have happened to you and you've gotten through them, you've gotten over them, you realize it wasn't your fault. You have to not paint yourself out to be a victim or see yourself as a victim or play a victim role, because you don't want to get caught up. A lot of times when people go through things and you're finding things out, you don't want to get caught up in the victim mode. All these things are happening, this happened, that happened. You want to be able to accept all these things happen. You can't change that they happen, and you have to move forward, and you have to do something positive with your life. So you have to move forward, do something positive with your life, make a change in who you are and your mindset, so that the effects from the narcissist don't affect you. Because prolonged periods around narcissists will make you doubt yourself, lower your self-esteem, and it will destroy the positive image you have of yourself. It makes you adopt their view of themselves. It makes you adopt their view of the world, reality. They may have even tried to play tricks on your mind as far as how you view the world and how you view people. They may have tried to paint a picture for you in a negative light. So you go around looking at experiences negatively, instead of them training you to look at a situation where you feel powerful over the situation. People train you to get frustrated or get angry or not handle the situation like a logical thinking person. So a lot of people, when you're dealing with narcissists, they won't teach you logic, because logic would teach you how to deal with the narcissist, and the narcissist wants to have power over you, and they don't want you to be better than them. So they'll keep little things to themselves as far as how to deal with certain situations, because they don't want you to learn how to deal with them. That's something that they don't want you to ever figure out, because they always want to have that control and that power over you. Narcissists have insecurities, and they have they have insecurities, so they have a power issue. They have an issue with power. They need to have power over people because it makes them feel good about who they are. Otherwise, they don't feel good about themselves unless they have somebody underneath them. Because if they're miserable and unhappy, if they feel they have somebody underneath them, they feel that person has to be doing worse. If they're underneath me and I'm feeling like this and I'm making them experience how I feel, they have to be doing bad. So you don't want to be in a position to where a narcissist has that power over you, or you don't want to be in a position to where they're not respecting you. So you have to be strong with the boundaries that you set, and don't let them disrespect your boundaries. If they took you for granted, if they disrespected your boundaries, you have to make tougher boundaries, make more boundaries, make it harder for them to do that the next time, because you deserve a lot of you deserve all the things that life has to offer. That's loyalty, that's respect, that's treating people how you would want to be treated. If you're treating people a certain way and they're not reciprocating, you don't have to show respect to that. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing bad about showing zero respect to those who show zero respect to you. Doesn't matter in what way or what form. Any type of disrespect, it should not be tolerated. And anybody who crosses lines and who doesn't respect boundaries, they shouldn't be tolerated either or respected. So you have to make sure that you're doing the best you can. People, you can't control them. They're going to do what they want. But by focusing on yourself and by standing on what you say and by meaning what you say and not leveraging with these people, not wavering, you say something, you mean it, you stand on it, and you don't go back and forth. It's hard not to go back and forth because you're trying to see the version of them, but that version of them is not real. That version of them is the version of them you made up in your mind. That's the one they want you to keep think. That's the person they want you to keep thinking that they are, but they're not that person actually. They're the person that you're always questioning yourself about, asking yourself, are they really this person? Did they really just do that? Is that who they really are? That's who they really are. You wouldn't be asking yourself that question if they weren't. I thank you for watching this video. Please hit that like button, that share button, and that subscribe button. I'll see all you amazing people in the next video. This has been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. All right, and shout out to all the new subscribers. I'll see everybody in the next video. If there's any topics anybody would like me to discuss, drop it in the comment section. Peace.